Unmute, Laura. That is the saying of the century, isn't it? Unmute. I'm unmuting. Good morning. Welcome to Mama Power. Great to be here with you Tuesday morning, and get ready with a notebook and a heart full of love. Good morning. Just setting the tone here. Well, actually, it's afternoon here in the UK. It's a little high vibe. To ground us, center us, remind us that we are, one here. And when we tune into that consciousness, energy, vibration, whatever it is we want to call it, we are then operating from a way different place than when we're in that place of fear and uncertainty and doubt, and often just breaking that, kind of stepping over into the new with a sound can really just bring us into the newness. So let's take a breath together here. Make space for you right now. I'm just praying on you, praising you, knowing the fullness of you being here right now, feeling so grateful to be connecting around the globe. Yeah, let's see. Jamie, great to be with you, Jamie, tuning in. And what's happening? What's going on today? I feel really called to talk just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to, I am disrupting the status quo with what I'm doing in my life, and I don't want to kind of bring too much of that in right now. It's really, really important. Hi, Martine. How are you? Great to be with you this morning. I just feel it's really important for us to get a check on our lives here. Slow down. Breathe it in and remove any sense or feeling that we have to be achieving something or we have to be doing something and then life is going to change for the better. I have recently been going through a very revealing process, which I've really been enjoying, one that I have brought upon myself, created for myself, sitting in the silence and realizing so much about what I have been clinging onto. And I made a decision to let it all go. It's very freeing. It's very freeing. And so I wanted to read today from a beautiful book called Graceful Passages, which I'm probably, Martine, you have come across, and if you haven't, I'm sure you will. And Jamie, if you haven't come across this, it's the most incredible book. I just loved it when I first read it a couple of years ago, and I often dip in to this book because it's all about beginnings and endings and transitionings, whether that's physical or emotional, mental, spiritual leaps that we take where we're being asked and called to kind of let go of things because we're moving through and moving into the new. And how can we do that if we're holding on to a whole load of stuff? So this book I found really beautiful, and what's really lovely about this book is that at the back there is a CD that you can pop into your computer, because the book is a compilation of different spiritual teachers' points of view on death, if you like. You know, death, we know from a spiritual point of view that we are immortal. We are living on this ongoing eternal flow. We're within that right now. And yet our physical changes form, our physical moves from one plane to another, we leave that physical realm. And so this is what this book is all about. And I see beyond this as being just physical. This is like we're moving from stage to stage, from state to state. In every moment, we get this opportunity to shift in our paradigm, in our whole way of being. And when we make that real choice and decision from within, we intentionally or unintentionally, but we hope intentionally, we're setting forth a new ripple, or we're being a part of that new ripple. We're kind of, as Abraham says, you know, we're going downstream instead of upstream, making it all so hard. Oh, who is here? Let's see. This is a long message, and I'm going to read it out with you. Hello, family. Please, there's something I noticed about myself. And the thing is that when whatever I said I want, I don't get. And whatever I said I don't want, that is what I get. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you so much for sharing this. This is beautiful. For example, if I said I want to go somewhere, that is when it will not come to pass. If I said I don't want to go somewhere, that is where I find myself. If I said I don't want to see someone, that is when he, she appears, etc. Circumstance and events do bring what I do not want and keep something what I want. Well, this is an interesting thing, and this is like in the middle of what I'm talking about here. It's so great to be with you, and thank you for sharing this. I'm going to take it down because it's just I can't see. Anyway, let me put this one up. So this is, you know, any points of view on this? Let's chime in here if you're with here and you want to type in. Because often when we say we don't want something, you know, I don't want, you know, we're focusing on what we don't want. And, you know, the creative law that we call it, this universal mind, this law that is always working, you know, when we're saying we don't want something, well, it's kind of like it's not listening to what we don't want, and so it will bring us what we don't want, because it's not listening to that. It's hearing, you know, I don't want, for example, I don't want to meet so and so. Well, in the mind of the divine, what that is hearing is I want to. It's not hearing the don't. We need to affirm what we want all of the time and believe in that. And this is a practice and a process, and it takes time. And of course, we can all say, you know, I want something to happen right now, and it doesn't instantly happen. And then we lose our faith. We lose our faith. Here we go. It's not listening to the positive or the negative. Thank you, whoever has written that in from here on Facebook. So I want to pronounce your name properly. Oluwakemi. There we go. Oluwakemi. Thank you, Oluwakemi, for bringing this forward. Martine is saying we don't move, we have more intense energy towards what we don't want. So this is it. When we are saying we don't want something, we actually are affirming that we want it, because the intensity, the degree of I don't want that, we go into a place of fear, a place of lack, maybe a place of not feeling good, and so we're instantly then feeling the limitation. And when we feel the limitation, we're in lack. And when we're in a place of lack, we're going to get what we don't want, because that's a ripple that we are then kind of rippling, emulating out from ourselves. So what I would say here is, like, taking on board what Martine is saying and what another is saying here, is that we need to it's about you reprogramming, repatterning, retraining, and looking for good, looking for what you do want, and knowing it's here, because it's one thing saying I want. Now, the other thing about the word want is that want brings us from a place of limit and lack as well. When we want something, we're affirming we don't have it. When we want something, we're affirming it isn't here and we need it, and that our life isn't good enough until we get it. It keeps us in the loop of always wanting it. So what I would say is, stop wanting it. Stop wanting one thing or the other. Breathe and enjoy the experience without placing a judgment on any of it. And this really is an important thing, and this really ties into what this book's all about, because beginnings and endings happen within us from our own deep knowing that this is one living experience that we are experiencing. And when we're placing judgment on this and judgment on that, and this is right and this is wrong and this should happen and this shouldn't happen, we are out of the flow of the experience of all of it, which is God expressing. All of it is fantastic. Now, maybe you didn't want to meet a certain person. Maybe you needed to meet that person. Maybe it's bringing up something for you, within you, emotionally, feeling wise. Maybe there's some, I don't know. That's a deeper level. That's digging deep. And that's what we have to do, is to, here we go. One energy of urgency and desperation. Yes. So we're in that place where we're feeling that what we don't want is not good enough, and what we have is not good enough. We want to be celebrating everything. Now, I'm going to say this here, when I was living in a way that I didn't want to be living. There we go, want. It was right that I didn't feel good until this shift in knowing, absolutely knowing, that the divine is breathed through everything as love. And from that place, we get to open up and say yes, experience our lives through the fullness, through a filter, a little filter of what we think isn't right for us. Open up, say yes, be available for the experience, and try within you. I'm gonna Oluwakemi. Oluwakemi is a beautiful name. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Try within you to come away from a feeling of this is right and this is wrong, and open up to the bigger and greater experience where it's all good. It's all great. And whoever I meet today is going to be wonderful. And wherever I am today is going to be wonderful, because I'm taking me with me, and I'm with me, expressing and experiencing this, and it's expressing through me and as me. This is a lesson in itself that we all need. We're all here learning. We're on earth. This book I love. If you can find this book, Graceful Passages. And I'm going to read something to you. I hope I've still got the right the page, because I did highlight the page. This is written, and it's spiritual teachers from all sorts of religions and faiths, if you like, spiritual roots. They each have different spiritual roots. We rabbis, we have Christian Christian reverend in here that I'm reading from now. We have the Dalai Lama is not in here, but we have Ram Dass is in here. We have slightly different beliefs on religion, spirituality, and faith. And this is the very Reverend Alan Jones. And this is what he says. In my tradition, we try to practice dying every day so that we may be fully alive. Of course, he's talking of the metaphysical, the spiritual, the emotional, physical. What I understand of my prayer life is to place myself on the threshold of death, to participate in my dying so that I may live each day and each moment as a gift. What I cultivate is a grateful heart. Each moment then becomes a new thing. My gratitude comes from the sheer gift of life itself. Yeah. Great. I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Oluwakemi. Oluwakemi. It's a beautiful name. And thank you, Oluwakemi, for bringing this forwards today and weaving in absolutely with divine perfection, disrupting that status quo. That's what we want to do. And I want you to know, Oluwakemi, that you are absolutely in the right place, and you are loved, and you are held, and you are supported. And that when you start affirming that your good is here right now as an overall affirmation for your life, my good is here right now, without picking out bits that may feel good, bits that may not feel good, and this is right and that is wrong, and this is where I want to be and this is where I don't want to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are absolutely where you need to be right now. And whatever is happening in divine order. So Oluwakemi, you can speak to that, and you can open up your heart to being present for this experience of life, which is a feeling. And it goes, I believe, beyond the thinking and the mental and us trying to compartmentalize it in our thoughts. Come beyond that into the feeling of life, the feeling of your experience, the feeling of connection, the feeling of your oneness, of your joy, and be in that joy. And you will begin to see things popping into your experience that are beyond your belief, like miracles, and things will shift because you are then coming from a full and grateful heart for your whole experience. This is your mama power. This is living in your mama power, owning it, claiming it, living it, being in it, opening up, being ready and available for the experience of your life, for the experience of your life. So we're aiming here to not be in a place of want or need, because that offsets us into a place of lack and limitation. We want to open up to a place of yes, divine yes within ourselves. That's what I feel about. Ooh, thank you for being here, for being so present. I will be back here on Tuesday, same time, same place. You are with me here on New Thought Media Network, and New Thought Media Network is an incredible platform because it holds and supports so many amazing broadcasts and shows. If you feel that you are ready to be consciously supporting this network, there is a link down below where you can put in your love offering, your donation, your financial tithe, your conscious give, whatever you want to call it, because you know that here on New Thought Media Network, you're being given an opportunity to grow, to expand, to connect, to be one-to-one with your heart. And that's what this is all about. Also, if you're on Instagram, which I am, then do find me on Instagram Top Monistic, and like me there, and you'll see my daily short consciousness connection posts that are put up there, that I put up there on Instagram. Love and blessings to you, and knowing that you are the mama of your own life and you're claiming it right now. Thank you for being here. I have another comment coming in. Yes, this video is available. I want you to know that this video is available. The network is fluctuating. I love you too, and this video is definitely available. It's on my YouTube channel, Laura Topper. It's on New Thought Media Network. It's on my Facebook page. Share it with your friends. Like New Thought Media Network. Like Laura Topper, and you will see more of these videos, definitely. This video is available on Facebook and on YouTube. And stay an amazing place of knowing that this experience, this one experience, is love, and you are the love.